All right, we return to the lake after a 3-year hiatus, the return of the Alan Cox Show cruise. Captain Fun's Floating Fandango, we're calling it. We're going to head out back on the Nautica Queen with WMMS and Bud Light on Saturday, August 26th. Fun afternoon cruise. We'll all hang out. Matitude will be spinning for you. Zipping around Lake Erie. You got to win your way on, though. WMMS.com. Hit the contest page if you're striking out with me on the air. It'll give you all the ways that you can win. I'll tell you about a couple of ticket stops I'm going to be making over the next few weeks. But right now, just concern yourself with being caller 10, and you and a pal will join us on the cruise next month. Caller 10, good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
The poor air quality.
Oh, the air quality is bad?
It's bad.
That's been a complaint about this thing for a decade.
The more exposure folks have,
The Alan Cox Show
the more likely it is that they'll be sick.
on 100.7 WMMS.
We got another $1,000 for you in about 5 or 6 minutes. About 30 past every hour, you get a shot to grab some money. $1,000 courtesy of the Buzzard Boogie this weekend. Next are going to be your last handful of days to get some of that cash. So don't sleep on the words when they come through. Bill is going to be talking to Tyler Stewart of the Bare Naked Ladies. In about a half an hour, they are doing a show on Friday at Blossom. Alan, did Bill know Mest is playing the Winchester on Friday?
Oh, I can't go. I'm going to Bare Naked Ladies. But that's kind of cool.
What a dilemma.
I didn't know that they were still out there doing it.
Oh, Mest, that's a band. They're a suburban Chicago band. Mest is from the far south side. This is a band who got going in the mid-'90s and then broke up and then reunited for like a year. 15 years ago, and then said, we're doing one final tour. Mest Heads. Is that what they were called? Were you fans called Mest Heads? Probably.
Mester Nesters.
Mester Nesters. Lights out, Mester Nesters. We're going on one last tour.
What was their... They had like one song that played on MTV.
A hit for Mest?
Yeah.
I don't know. Drawing Board? Cadillac?
Cadillac.
All right. Well, anywho, they're playing the Winchester on Friday night.
I forget how it goes.
Cadillac, you're in my Cadillac. It's not a sack. It's a Cadillac.
Come on out.
Get in my ride. It's a Cadillac.
4 doors. How many tires?
Mester
Alan?
Nesters, a car in the trunk.
To the party like my name is Emilio.
Yeah, there's kind of a thematic similarity there.
How many wheels are on a Cadillac?
Hard to say. You mean how many are in the trunk? Are you including the one in the trunk?
Yes.
There's always one in or on the trunk. How many wheels on a Cadillac? It's a good question.
2 wheels.
Only 2. Well, because these guys were going, so they were Dukes of Hazzarding it, right?
Yeah.
Well, the joke's on you because the band Mest misspelled their name. How do you like them apples? These guys are so stupid, they couldn't even spell it right. Alan, I was at the show last night at Blossom, and Mary's right. I couldn't understand a single thing Pete Wentz was saying.
I don't understand how, if you've been in bands for 30 years, how you don't know how to use a microphone, or if you're just being annoying on purpose.
Chad in Cuyahoga Falls says that Bring Me the Horizon put on a way better show than Fall Out Boy did.
They are screamy and not
yes,
my type.
That is a different vibe. Bring Me the Horizon is a band that can't quite figure out what they want to be. And I think that's working against them because they could be a huge, huge band. Because they definitely have a fan base, but they're kind of all over the place. Oh, the fans are called Mesticles, Bill.
Oh, okay.
Well, Bill still calls himself a Mester Nester.
Yeah. I'm not a real hardcore Mest fan.
Yeah. I heard from people, listeners of ours who live in Tremont. See what happened in Tremont overnight?
No.
40 cars got broken into. Somebody was just
Oh,
driving.
so Tremont.
What's that?
Well, Tremont when I used to live there. In
Well, yeah,
2005,
when we first
2006.
when we first moved to Tremont is like the one neighborhood that hasn't changed. Like they keep building new condos and trying to put things in there, but the neighborhood hasn't changed. When we first moved to Cleveland, we just needed a place to live. We didn't know anything about anywhere. And people were like, "Oh, live in Tremont." So we got a place at those the Tremont Lofts. It's an old Bible factory that they retrofitted. So the layouts are all real weird and whatever. We had a 2-story apartment in those Tremont Lofts. Right there at Jefferson and 7th is where we lived. And that's exactly where people were driving around just smashing windows out of cars. So people are like walking out to find their car, because it's all street parking. I mean, when we lived at the Tremont Lofts, we parked in a lot that was like gated in, but anybody, if they wanted to, could jump the gate. It's not like it was electrified or something, but most people there are parking on the street. And people were just walking out to find their windows smashed in their driveways, on the street. Car alarms going off around 4:30 this morning. And witnesses said they saw at least 3 vehicles just going down the road, smashing out car windows.
For the heck of it.
For the heck of it.
For work, put the backpack on, walked out to the car, and noticed that the window was smashed in. And really, I looked around, and there were 3 others on the street that were smashed in as well.
Morgan Pasick, just one of 39 car break-in victims in Tremont early Tuesday morning.
It's a little frustrating, obviously, because you have to go through all the solutions to try to secure your car and belongings, and you're a little violated, right?
Cleveland police say around 4:30 a.m., witnesses reported hearing a blaze of car alarms going off, and at least 3 vehicles
Going off?
Going off.
Yeah, and so the wide shot that they show you is the front of the Tremont Place lofts where we used to live. Our window looked right out over Jefferson Avenue, and right there at that intersection is where they were smashing. It's like the tree house is back there, and that's like Professor in 7th. But yeah, Tremont is weird because when we lived in Tremont for a year, and then we just moved one neighborhood over and lived in Ohio City for about 5 years before we moved out to the burbs. And Ohio City's got its problems too, to be sure. But they seem to have made some progress in some directions. Tremont, they're still trying to gentrify that neighborhood, boy, and people are fighting tooth and nail. But that would not be any fun whatsoever. You walk, and obviously that could happen anywhere. But to walk out and like your windows just smashed in.
So were they
Like
weren't
Beavis and
stealing
Butthead playing
things.
frog baseball. What's that?
They weren't stealing things, they were just damaging cars.
That's what it sounds like. I mean, if people see cars driving around just smashing windows, it's not like they're looking to see what's in the car. They're just going smash, smash, smash. Smash, smash, smash.
Smash.
Smash. Mary didn't cry at Fall Out Boy. But there is a guy who tried to set the Guinness record for the longest cry, and he went blind.
Oh! No. I thought that only
Trying-
happened if you sat too close to the TV.
Or if you masturbate incessantly.
Well, that's a
They
Jesus
told us in
thing.
Catholic school. It really is. A man named Tembu Ebere, this is a guy in Nigeria, who was trying to attempt the Guinness World Record for the longest cry, even though he never contacted Guinness. So it doesn't count. Why wouldn't you do that? You got to file some paperwork with Guinness, right? And all the main records have been set, like tallest, fattest, whatever, They probably can't even do fattest anymore, can they?
I don't know.
The world record book probably went woke. And now they can't have fattest anymore. But you got to have stuff like, oh, most balloons popped by your dog in 45 seconds, like dumb crap like that, because the more organic ones
Honestly,
have been set.
Guinness World Records sound a lot like baseball stats. Because they are like the most balloons popped by a German Shepherd under the age of 2 in
Oh, you mean like the
45
weirdo
seconds.
stats in sports?
But I
yeah.
feel like in baseball, they're always throwing out stats like that, where they'll be like, Josh Naylor is the first person on the Guardians to have made a catch 3 times in a row from exactly 3 feet from the base since 1964.
Hey, he's the first brunette to play in Cleveland.
Right.
Well,
They're
even the
just
things
so
like home runs
specific.
is such a silly stat in Major League Baseball because every single baseball park has different dimensions.
Yes.
So things
not
that would be
uniform.
home runs in some places wouldn't be home runs in other places, and it's such a weird thing. And then people put so much into what, like, the guy that hits the most home runs when not every you go to a different stadium would it be a home run.
What stadium?
I don't understand why they don't make that. Why they never made that
a uniform thing?
Yeah, uniform thing.
Right. Yeah, because Hammy and Rosie will tell you how far to the outfield wall.
Yeah.
Based on what stadium they're at. I wonder what stadium has the nearest wall.
I think it's
to home plate.
The new Yankee Stadium.
Is it?
Yeah.
Here's this guy trying his world record, even though he never filed paperwork with Guinness for the longest try. I mean, that's not annoying at all, is it?
That sounds like he's getting the spirit.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio.
Talking to snakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
With 2 very bad knees and a dream to become a Major League Baseball player. I thank God the dream came
true. It does fit, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's like a tent revival going on there. Well,
really
it is
is.
Nigeria. So they're just looking for things to do over there. I got $1,000 here for you. It's a chance to grab some money from the Buzzard Boogie, and I hope you do. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Boogie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Green. That's green. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Tropicana Field, I guess, is pretty short. They said Tropicana, Great American Ballpark, and Minute Maid Park. And then
So
Fenway,
Cincinnati?
Yeah.
And where's Tropicana? Florida?
I think that's Florida, but I think Tropicana Field is Tampa. I think Minute Maid is Miami.
Okay.
I think.
Hey, Woody.
Alan.
What's up, man?
How's your day, brother?
So far, so good.
Hello, Bill. Hello, Mary.
Hey.
Hey, I guess about the statisticians with baseball facts, and I think now they're just so quick and so fast with the computer. But I think back in the day when a baseball announcer could just recall that off the cusp, with eidetic memory, some baseball people just knew what Babe Ruth batting average.
Yeah, some of those guys were possessed of a beautiful mind, but most of them are also sitting there with a big binder of stuff, so they can they know where the information is. But now, they've got programs that can bring up the stats for them.
Yeah, it was amazing back when I was a young man and you were a young man. I mean, some of these baseball announcers just had some really that was all they had probably, but they could recall stuff just off the cuff, which was pretty amazing, as opposed to just now it's just right in their computer screen.
Yeah, Woody, I think I was a younger man more recently than you, though, right?
By a couple of years, I do believe, and a couple bottles of Grey Goose.
How old are you now?
I am, good Lord, I'm gonna be 55 in August.
55 in August,
retire,
okay. What's that?
I'm getting ready to retire, brother. I'm getting ready to retire.
Retire at 55. Wow, well done.
Well, I'm going to retire from roofing. I'm done roofing. I'm going to go out and find another
Woody's going to
job,
get into
obviously.
porn, I heard. He's going to start an OnlyFans, and he's going to live up to that nickname.
Yeah, grandpa stuff. I don't know. It'll be
right.
Weird,
He's a gilf. Okay. Well, August 15th, is that when you turn 55?
That is correct, sir.
Yeah. All right. Well, happy early birthday, Woody, if we don't see you.
All right, brother. Yeah, hey, have a great day. I'll talk to you
All
soon.
right, there you go. There's Woody. I mentioned it at the end of the show yesterday because I had completely forgotten, but it was just me and Poundcake because Bill and Mary had left. Yesterday was Rick's birthday. Our friend Rick, who called many, many years, and then, of course, he died in February of last year, and we had to do no small amount of detective work to figure out what happened. But Rick would have been 69 years old yesterday. And so I always like to acknowledge Rick because we love when he called, and we liked one of Rick.
Alan, you guys were talking about Amazon Prime Day, and I gotta say, it is the biggest scam that Amazon runs. So my mom wanted to get a TV on Prime Day. I looked at the TV that I'd purchased a couple months ago for $329, and on Amazon Prime Day, it said original price, $525, Amazon Prime Day price, $339. Yeah, the original price is $329. 95% of the stuff that I looked at that I regularly buy was claimed to be marked down exponentially, but in reality was not.
I didn't buy anything on Prime Day, but again, don't forget, Amazon is not in the business of losing money or giving you things on the cheap. They're just jacking up the prices and then cutting them back a little bit and going, hey, look, we're giving you this for next to nothing. It's a volume business. Mary spent a couple $100 over there on Prime Day.
Yeah, but mine were actual real deals. Like I ordered.
Oh, she got the real deals.
Oh, man. Why didn't you send out a newsletter?
Off on this one. No, I mean, I get what he's saying, and I've heard people say that before, but like a pair of I bought 2 or 3 pair of workout shorts that are normally like $22 a piece, and they were like $15 a piece. And then I bought a couple sports bras that are normally around that $25. And
do they have it set up so that your order, do you have to spend a certain amount of money to get those deals?
No, you just have to be a Prime member.
Yeah. Okay. Well, a lot of people are beginning to ask if being a Prime member is worth it because they keep raising that rate. I mean, I am. We have been for a long time. I still don't know what it gets you because, like, the shipping isn't as fast as it used to be. And it's not like they're getting you. It's not. You still got to rent stupid movies on Prime Video for $19. So I don't know what it gets you anymore. But that guy's.
It's just the free shipping.
Yeah, but...
And it's like free Prime 2-day shipping or whatever.
But it used to be, but then you get an email that goes, oh, we can't get it there in 2 days. We'll get it to you in 4 days. Well, then what am I paying for? I mean, if that's what you're paying for, because it goes up every year. It's like $130 now. And, I mean, what are you missing out on if you just have regular Amazon?
I don't know.
I mean, anything you need immediately, you would go to the store and get.
Not necessarily.
Oh, yeah?
Because they have stuff that'll deliver same day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like order this by 10 a.m.
Yes,
and you'll get it by 2 p.m.
it's at Whole
today.
Foods.
No.
Anytime you order, like I order a lot of like this particular bottled water, and they'll come overnight. Yeah, because they're shipping it from Whole Foods. But if it's something that's coming from one of their fulfillment warehouses from someone else, it ain't going to get there in 24 hours.
I've had stuff like that where I've ordered it in the morning and it's there by the afternoon.
Yes, I've done that.
What kind of stuff, though? Like toiletries or grocery stuff?
No, it's more just... Let me see what...
So they had it. So they probably had it out
like
at the old
clothes
Randall
and
Park
stuff?
Mall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah.
Randall Park Mall.
Well, isn't that where the fulfillment center is?
There's one in Lakewood.
The
too,
old
I
Randall
believe.
Park Mall?
There's a bunch of them now.
All right.
I think there's one in Lakewood.
Let me take a break here. Bill is going to talk to Tyler Stewart of the Bare Naked Ladies on the way back. They are doing a big show out at Blossom on Friday night, and he's a big fan, so we'll chat with him. We're going to get a Poundcake sports break a little bit later on, too. And another chance for you to grab yourself $1,000 from the Buzzard Boogie. So be listening for those keywords as they come along.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.
Weekdays on 100.7 WMMS.